Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to Spiritual Saturday. On Spiritual Saturday, we tend to do readings of a more spiritual nature, things that will help your spirit and your self-care for sure. And this is definitely a self-care reading. This is a part of the reading that I do for the in-depth life reading. So it gives you a little bird's eye view. I hope you are well, gang, gang. I hope you are well. Just a reminder that I have another channel. I will share a link to the one video I have there right now called True Tarot. And it's really kind of like a fun detour for me where I'm going to use tarot for questions about unsolved mysteries. I want to delve into some reality shows as well. And I did Amy Bradley. I don't know how popular my reading will be for people with that, but you know, it's very interesting. And if you're into true crime and other stuff, reality based, real life based, then maybe it would be for you. So check it out, True Tarot. TRU. Tarot. So let's get into it. So here's your channeled message. And we're talking right now about where you're at, your path. You know, we will look into some things that may be blocking you and what would help you, you know, all the things. So underneath the deck, this is your channeled message from Spirit. And I mean, they're telling you that events are leading you towards making better decisions about your time. It's interesting, right? Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely, and Brown Bear Spirit, take time out. And I think a lot of that has to do with creating more time for yourself, or, you know, having downtime, because we are, like all fire signs, we like to keep busy. We think that's the answer to everything, right? Just do more. But it's actually not. Rest is productive, you know? So, but I feel like the message is coming up about something specific, and it felt like it was kind of being touched on in the reading yesterday. So some of you may be really making some sort of move or some sort of change that has to do with your independence. And this could deal with family, it could deal with leaving home, whatever it is. Like Nightingale Spirit is here, love is all around. Stag Spirit, take the lead. Cat Spirit, claim your independence. And Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. So you're really being asked to make some sort of move. I don't know what it is, but take some sort of action towards your independence, towards breaking free. And, you know, maybe it's just going towards things that you are more worthy of you, because that is talking about self-worth, and also believe that you can do it, and that you can do it on your own. You know, I feel like this has a lot to do with leaving home, but it may not. It could also be touching on people, right? Maybe the fear that if you do this, if you make this independent move, that you won't be loved, or that love won't be there, or that the people who maybe are in your life now won't, like, you won't have a relationship after. All of that could be true, but that you won't be loved that's absolutely not true. It's actually saying to you that, you know, love is everywhere. And I think that's a lot of times, you know, not to go down this highway, but, you know, why we get afraid to break up with people, that kind of thing, thinking we're never going to have this again. Well, you will. It will just be different because, you know, we all need to be in the abundance mindset that says there is more. There is more of everything. There is more money. There is more love. There are more jobs. All the things, Sag. There's always more. And that's what you need to remind yourself of. And, I mean, there is no telling how it will turn out. But Spirit's saying it's the right move. It's time to take some sort of action, even though you may not know what you're doing or where you're going, blah, blah. Do it, because that's Aries energy. And Aries is in Saturn, y'all. Saturn is the planet of responsibilities, of getting things done. You know, nothing is wasted. And let it shine, you know. And what Nightingale Spirit also tells you is that things are going to get better. You know, it's a big card, and it's a 5, of course, so that's a change, right? Things are going to get better, and maybe you're questioning this as a move for you, but it's the right move. Okay. Amen, amen. Hey, Sagittarius. So, what's next is your self-care messages. So, what you're doing right, what may be blocking you, what's around the corner, and what would help. And what I love about these cards, this is called the Earthcraft Oracle. They have like rituals with each card. So that is what we are going to, I'm going to read that to you as well, so that you can open up. I love rituals. I think it's a great way, kind of a ceremonial way to do it. And I love that for you. So what you're doing right, Warrior Woman came out reverse. I feel like you're cutting yourself a break. Maybe getting rest, accepting rest. Because the Warrior Woman upright, she's fighting for herself. She's working hard. And I just feel like you may be entering into a soft period where you can kind of let down your guard. You could get more rest. You don't have to. Definitely, there is an understanding. I don't have to keep busy all the time. I don't have to do 50 things a day, you know. And I love that, because I feel like I ended the first part of the reading with that. That's definitely where you're headed, and that's definitely what's coming if you haven't started that already. So that's very good, because that really helps to regulate your nervous system. You know, I talk about that a lot, I think, but it's really prioritizing your well-being. And if this ship don't work, if you're not well, right? So what may be blocking you is doubt. Okay, accepting your gifts. And you really need to change that, to work on that. Because she's looking towards the future and towards change. And, you know, it's kind of like, it's self-doubt. It's not even doubt about things out there in the world. It's a doubt about yourself, that you can do things, or that I am the one, you know. For me, I am that girl. I am that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You are talented and you are powerful, and it's about stepping into your power. It's not ego driven. That is not like being conceited or no. If you don't think you can do it, who's going to think you can do it? Right? And that seems to be where the blockages are. Maybe something has come up or comes up and you say, "Oh, I can't do this." Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So what's right around the corner are new beginnings. You're getting clear on new beginnings. Now, the fact that it's air, that means, it's kind of in the stages of thought, right? But also, with swords specifically, the sword signs, that's quick action. So new beginnings are literally around the corner, and you're getting some clarity about that. We'll see what that's about, right? What would help is birch. So let's look at it. Let's see what. Because this one we're just using in terms of what would be good for you. And it could have something to do with outside. But listen to this. Listen to this. What would help you is heart tapping. This practice is a simple and effective way to access your heart space and address any emotions you may be holding on to that could cause your heart to harden. As you tap, set your intention of amplifying spirit in this area, calling on energy to heal and soothe the heart space. Place your right hand over your heart with your middle finger at the center, with your eyes closed and breathing relaxed. Gently tap all 5 fingers in unison for 1 minute. Then tap in a wave motion, starting from pinky to pointer finger at a steady pace for another minute. Breathe deeply. For a final minute, tap all 5 fingers in unison, slowly this time, taking a deep breath in and letting a breath out on alternating taps. When you are done, hold both hands to your heart and be still for as long as you need. And to be honest with you, since the blockage is self-doubt, I would say affirmations for self-doubt. Like, I believe in me. I am so powerful. Things like that. Tapping is great, by the way. I just put that out there. So let's get some tarot. Let's see what the tarot says. Okay. Let's do this. I hope that you're having a great morning. It's the freaking weekend. Saturday and Sunday usually is when I read the most, like nonstop. Stay in bed, relax, and read. But I have been watching some true crime documentary series, so I always get excited about something new. Okay. Ooh, the star is on the bottom with the 6 of Swords. That's talking about your new beginning. And it feels like there is something finally moving, because justice is there also. Something about a decision. Either you're making a decision or a decision has been made in your favor. For those of you moving, that could be a good thing. So tell me about Warrior Woman reversed. Warrior Woman reversed for Sagittarius. Warrior Woman reversed. Okay. Jeez. Knight of Wands. I like it. Warrior Woman reversed. Eight of Cups. The Tower reverse. The Tower reverse usually is pushing against change, right? So you're walking away from the status quo, which may be overworking. understanding what could happen, like what it could do to you. For instance, it could burn you out, and spending more time, because what does the Knight of Wands love above all things? Fun. Fun, fun, fun. So you're spending some time on that, on fun, on adventure, on things you feel passionate about. Yay! So tell me about accept your gifts. Nine of Cups. All right. That's good. You want to feel good and feel good about yourself. I feel, okay, Knight of Swords. It's like, it's kind of, I don't know, someone has been telling you that maybe like you're getting too self-absorbed or too full of yourself or too uppity. But your doubt comes from a person. And it feels like it's really interesting because the Nine of Cups is here. It's like, one, you're feeling good. It's like this person comes in to trash it. Like, and that causes self-doubt in you. Anything else about this? I don't like this person. It could be an air sign, and it could be like someone online. So I can tell you one thing. Like, I spend a lot of time online, y'all. I work online. I have a very small circle. I don't surround myself with people, really. And so, it's possible at times that that's my social life, that's my entertainment, everything. But I'm very mindful about what I surround myself with. And you should be too. Four of Cups. Oh, man. It's like, I don't know what this person's problem is. But it feels like a lot of the self-doubt comes from someone who makes you feel disappointed in yourself. Let's not do that. I would say, tell me about this Knight of Swords. How do we get rid of this person? Knight of Swords. Oh my goodness, a lot came out for this person. Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this person will do stuff like they tell you that they know more than you, or they know what's best for you, and that's why they tell you. But all it does is create self-doubt. I mean, I don't see what's good about that. This person really believes that they help you, but they're not. They're not helping you, Sag. Okay? They're not. What they're doing is they just make you feel bad. Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Like, they keep you from making positive changes. There could be, the Wheel of Fortune could be telling you there is a positive change to this. That it's not going to happen anymore, but I don't like it at all. Ugh. So I don't know what you got to do about. Either if you can't not listen to them or not be affected by them, take, yourself away. That's all I'm saying. So tell us about this new beginning. Oh, okay. King of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Oh. Seven of Swords. Yeah, you kind of don't see this coming, but you also, like, there's a new beginning here, and it's in the planning stages, right? Because it's in air energy. But I feel like you have to really keep this to yourself. like I feel like you want to tell someone because a specific person, a King of Pentacles, because you think that they know a lot and they would help you and they're a stable force. But I feel like all they do is kind of tell you not to do things, because they have their own motivations here. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. It's kind of like, why are you going to do that when you can do this? Why are you going to do that when you can do this? What's the solution here? What's the solution? Oh, the Hermit. Do your own research. Yeah, do your own research, Sagittarius. Okay, find your own answers. The Hermit is keeps to themselves, but it is about shining light on things, right? And I feel like what you come to realize is that this person, I don't know who this is to you, and this is not a negative reading, but they're always going to find something wrong. Right? Specifically, they may tell you you're foolish, you're foolhardy, you don't have the money. Five of Swords. I think this has more to do with they don't want to lose you in some way. But, you know, just saying. That's real interesting because I do feel like this affects you. I do feel like it does. Because you doubt a new beginning. You doubt that you can do something. And let's stop that right now. Let's stop that, Sagittarius. You know, everyone operates from, like, everyone is the main character in their story. So you have to keep that in mind. So let's get some self-care. Some things that would be good for you, Sag. What would be good for Sagittarius right now? So that isn't drama, Sag. You know, I guess it is. I don't know, but down with the naysayers. There's always going to be somebody who says, oh, and we get that a lot because we're seen as flighty. But we know what we're doing. We always land okay. So let's see what would be good for Sagittarius. What would be good? Okay. Okay. To not focus so much on the situation. Obsession is reversed. Obsessive thoughts never help. But I think too, what you're getting clear on is not listening to that person's criticisms. A realization, shift, or discovery. Okay. Be good for Sagittarius. Ooh, glow up. Okay. I feel like, oh, and here's key to not obsessing about your current situation. I didn't even see at first how it all fit together. So you may be, that's like thinking about it too much. And you're waking up to, you need to just, you know, in order to not do that, you need to do something else. See the beauty in life, right? That's part of glow up too. And taking a day for yourself And if you're out there and you're seeing what is beautiful about life and not letting yourself get overthinking about the situation, take pictures so that, once you're back in the situation, you have something to look at to remind you about it, to remind you of the beauty of life. Do some things to spoil yourself. Okay. I'm all for that. I'm all for that, Sagittarius. So that's what I have for you. I hope it really helped and that you are enjoying your weekend. Toodles.